Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked I be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh college boys.
High school, champions.
Yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And very good late afternoon to everyone, and we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collegeville High School. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us for our 14th year of bringing you Collegeville High School sports here on the Kahok Sports Network, as we are bringing you a little volleyball tonight after our soccer game Monday night got canceled because of all that extreme heat. So this turns out to be our first match of the year. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pregame show, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, 410 Regency Center. That is just off of the Beltline Road in Collegeville. You can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We are on a little early because the JV match ended in 2 sets, and I'm happy to tell you that Collinsville won both of those sets, 25-20 in set number 1 and 25-21 in set number 2. And also while that was taking place, the freshmen were over in the auxiliary gym, and they won their match also in a 2-set sweep. So that gets us ready for this varsity game between Collinsville and Jerseyville. Collinsville is 0-1 on the year. Their head coach is Katie Cease. She is into her 4th year as the head coach of the Collinsville Lady Kahok volleyball program and has an overall record of 36 wins, 66 losses, and 2 ties. Jerseyville, they are 1-2 to start the year, and they are underneath their 2nd-year head coach, Abby Kurth, who has an overall record of 6-22. Lady Cahoks are trying to put a notch in the win column tonight after falling in the season opener here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium to Glenwood Monday night in a 2-set sweep by the Lady Titans. Collinsville lost 25-16 and 25-12 in that season opener. Senior Carson Mode led the team in the serve category with 9 total in the match and picked up 2 aces with those 9 serves. Junior Lily Johnson led the Cahawks in kills with 3. Sophomore Avery Johnson led the way in digs with 8, as well as the serve-receive category with 14. The team, however, did not register a block in that 2-set match, and Collinsville only lost 1 player from last year's team when Megan Summer graduated, and the Cahawks come into this season with tons of experience. 7 seniors, 3 juniors, and a sophomore. That all had a hand in last year in those 21 wins. Collinsville beat Jerseyville in 3 sets last year at Jerseyville, and lost the first set 25-21, but won the next 2 sets 25-21 and 25-23. For the 4th straight year, the Lady Panthers of Jerseyville opened their season in the Roxana tournament. Lady Panthers beat Dupo in a straight 2-set win before getting swept in 2 straight sets in back-to-back matches versus Hardin Calhoun and Father McGivney. Jerseyville went 5-19 last year and 0-9 in the Mississippi Valley Conference and lost 7 total players to graduation from last year's team, including 2 players that tied for the number 1 spot in aces. They also lost the number 1 and number 2 players in kills last year, and 5 of the top 7 players in blocks also graduated, as well as the number 2 and number 3 top players in the digs category. Jerseyville has 4 seniors on this year's team. One of those seniors is Ari Leslie, who returns as last year's number 1 in service percentage with a very good 95.1% in the service category. She had 101 serves and only committed 5 errors in all those serves and had 9 aces on the year last year. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Katie Cease, and we will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues right here on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorships for veterans in need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring Collinsville High School programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-1233. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahawk Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all Collinsville area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with former Kahok Logan Carlisle, his dad Tim, along with Caleb Tanzius, play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event or to call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. Looking for someone to help get your house in tip-top shape? Look no further than former Kahok Kara Gray with Clean Living Cleaning Services. From bathrooms to kitchens to garages to bedrooms and even commercial spaces, Clean Living is your place to go. Clean Living guarantees expert-level work done by expert-level cleaners. No matter how much grit, how much grime, let Clean Living shine. For more information, check out the Clean Living Cleaning Services on Facebook or call 618-979-9634. A clean space is a happy place. Clean Living Cleaning Services, 618-979-9634.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft-wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. After soccer got taken off the schedule on Monday, this turns out to be our first broadcast of the 2024 season, our 14th doing this on the Kahok Sports Network, and we find ourselves indoors where it's nice and cool as we are in Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as your Collinsville Lady Kahawks get ready to take on the Jerseyville Lady Panthers in a little volleyball. And joining us now is Collinsville's head coach Katie Cease, into her 4th year as head coach of the volleyball program. All right, let's talk about a little personal stuff first. Tell us a little bit about the baby, new baby and stuff like that, and how you like being a mom.
Yeah, it's awesome. Emily Ryan Cease, we call her Emmy. She's 7 months old, and she's adorable. I keep saying she's going to be a little volleyball player. She's already trying to pull herself up and walk. I swear she's going to skip crawling and just go straight to walking, so we'll see. But yeah, she's great. She's amazing. I couldn't ask for a better baby, so it makes this a lot easier for sure. Very grateful for my lovely mother and my mother-in-law who pick her up on days we have practice, and my mom just dropped her off, so I got to hang out with her a little bit before the game, so that was nice. So yeah, it's been great.
Getting any sleep?
Oh yeah, again, she's a great baby. She's sleeping 7:30 to 7:30. Knock on wood. I'm getting 12 hours out of this girl, so that's pretty impressive.
All right, let's talk about a little volleyball. Your first 2 years, 9 wins in year number 1, 6 wins in year number 2, 21 wins last year. That is an amazing uptick in the win column.
Yeah, yeah, we saw some great improvements. I kept saying, we're trying to rebuild, and I think things panned out that way last year a little bit. Yeah.
All right, so off that 21-win team, you only lost 1 player from graduation, so you have a lot of girls coming back with a lot of varsity experience.
Yeah, and some of those girls have been playing or getting varsity minutes since they were freshmen, so that's a huge advantage for us. Having 7 seniors is a lot compared to last year when we had the 1, but when you only have to replace 1 position, it makes the off season a little bit less of, okay, who am I going to put where, and more of like, let's work on some things. So that was pretty nice, yeah.
All right, so you have of the 7 seniors, who are you leaning on to be the leaders or the captains, so to speak, of this team?
Yeah, so I let the girls vote on our program captains, and those will then be our varsity captains as well. So they get to choose from all of our varsity players, and this year they voted on Aubrey Johnson, who was a captain for us last year. I'm moving her to the libero position, which in my eyes is a huge leadership role. So that fits very nicely there. And then also Carson Mode, who has always been, a silent leader kind of. But she's really starting to shine as a senior leader. I think the girls really look up to her. So it's been great to have both of them as my captains.
And more importantly, you only have one sophomore on your team, when in years past you had to press them into varsity play. So now they get to go down to the lower level, the JV team, and get a little bit of experience on that level before they make it to varsity.
Yeah, we have a full roster on each level, which is really nice. We haven't had that in a while. Being able to have a varsity practice and a JV practice separate and be able to work on our skills that we need at that level has been really nice. And Coach Elise at the freshman level just got a job at DIS teaching her first time, so her first year teaching. So she gets out of school a little later, so the freshmen aren't practicing with us either. So we've really had a lot of time to focus in on the varsity level, on the JV level, and get us a lot of reps, which it's been nice.
All right, let's go back to Monday night. That was your first game of the year, your first match of the year, and a loss here to Glenwood. Give us your thoughts.
So Glenwood is always a very tough team. They have a very good program up there out of Springfield. We have always struggled. It's a rough first game for us usually, because they run a very fast offense, and we're still, we are. Even though I have a lot of seniors, this is the first time this particular group has played together with, Zoe setting and Aubrey as the libero, having Lily on the outside instead of the right side. So it is, even though I've had girls with experience, it's the first time they've played together, if that makes sense. So getting some rusty things out of the way, and hope a lot of area to improve on for sure.
All right, so that brings us to tonight against Jerseyville. What's your expectations? What do you want to see out of your team?
So like I say every time, our number one expectation is for them to communicate. We're really trying to focus on communicating during serve receive. That's been our goal all week at practice. So I'm looking for that. I'm also looking for us to go for every ball and be super aggressive. On Monday night, we got a little scared and a little timid. We started tipping a lot, and that's not an effective offense. So hopefully we can be aggressive. And then our third expectation is always to play for the 6 on the court, not for yourself. So playing for the team, and that's what we'll be looking for.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Katie Cease, your Collinsville Lady Kahok volleyball head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starters for you, and then we'll have some volleyball action. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time, and honestly I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience. Choose Lakeside. Celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her funeral home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Got questions about Medicare? If you're approaching the age of 65, the answer to that question is a resounding yes. Bill Holton is a former Collinsville Raider and Kahok football player and is now an independent broker with Senior Health Plans, and he can answer all of those tough questions when it comes to Medicare. Which plan, which part, what's covered, and what's not. If you're approaching the age of Medicare and need those questions answered, let Bill Holton get you those answers. Bill Holton with Senior Health Plans. Call him today at 618-978-2306 or email Bill Holton at william.holton@yahoo.com. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Todd Duke along with you, and here are your starting lineups. We'll begin with the Jerseyville Panthers. On the outside, you will find Lauren Turpin, a junior. The defensive specialist is Grace Russell, also a junior. Your middle hitters are Cameron Drainer, a junior, and Meredith Gray, also a junior. Are you getting the idea that there's a lot of juniors on this team? The setter is Adrian Blaza, also a junior. Kelsey Belcher, a senior, is your right side hitter, and another senior is the libero we spoke of in the pregame show, Ari Leslie. For your Collinsville Kahawks, your two middle hitters are seniors Carson Mode and Talisha Gilmore. Your outside hitters, Avery Johnson, the sophomore, and Lily Johnson, the junior. Your defensive specialist is Addison Munez, a junior. Aubrey Johnson is the libero. On the right side, number 7, Olivia Skirtich, a senior, and your setter, number 1, Alyssa Huckleberry, a senior. And again, my name is Todd Duke, and we say a very good, warm Kahok Sports Network welcome to our newest member of our volleyball team, and that would be one Jenny Eves. How are you, dear?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to be here.
I'm glad that you're excited to be here. Jenny is a former Kahok volleyball player herself. She was on the varsity squad in 07 and 06 and played some volleyball with one Michelle Barch. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I didn't think that she would be an Olympian when I was playing with her, but I'm very proud of her.
I'm sure you saw the talent, though, right?
Oh, yeah. She pushed me every single practice. We helped each other.
All right, so you only played 7 sets in 06, so I'm guessing injury?
Yes, my knees are horrible because I am 6'2", and, you know, that's just the luck of the draw, I guess.
All right, but 07 you played the whole season. You ended up with 15 aces, 70 serves, 27 kills, 122 blocks, and 27 digs. Those are all really fine numbers.
Thank you.
But Michelle Barch had those beat by like a long shot, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she passed me up a long time ago.
All right, so not only is Jenny Eves a former volleyball player, she's going to be doing color commentating with us this year for the girls and with spring and the boys, but we also play on the same Washer League on Wednesday night, so we have a little Washer League action going on when we get done here.
Yep, that's right. We got a busy night.
We do have a busy night. I worked, and now I'm here, and then I go to Washers, and I'll be paying for it all tomorrow.
Hopefully not too bad.
I know. All right. Collinsville is on the left side of your screen. They have on the purple shorts and the white jerseys, all except for our libero, Aubrey Johnson, who is wearing the all-purple colors. And on the other side, on the right side, you have the Jerseyville Lady Panthers. They have the sky blue jerseys on with dark blue shorts, and then the midnight blue, all for the libero, Ari Leslie, a 5'4" senior. And we are going to get underway as Jerseyville will start to serve, and that serve is being handled by Adrian Blaza. Collinsville goes on the attack first, and they set it up at the front of the net. Johnson gets it over. I've got like 3 Johnson girls playing on this team again this year. I had 3 a couple of years ago, and then 2 of them graduated. I was down to 1 last year. Now I'm back up to 3 this year. Nice partial block up front. Collinsville keeps it alive. Set up behind for Olivia Skirtich. That is the superintendent's daughter, one Mr. Dr. Brad Skirtich. And Collinsville keeps it alive. Nice little volley going on here to start things off. Jerseyville somehow keeps it alive and gets it back over. Picked up into the back by Johnson. Sent over, and the libero, Leslie, gets a hold of it. And a one-arm shot back over to the other side. Collinsville back to work, setting it up on the far side. Johnson sends it down, and Collinsville gets the first point of this game, and the Lady Kahawks lead 1-0. That was fun.
Yeah, you can tell they are determined coming out of the gate. They are not messing around tonight.
Trying to shake off that first loss on Monday night against Glenwood. You heard Coach talk about it, man. She's like, we get Glenwood first game every year, and they're tough every first game of the year. All right, back to serve for Collinsville. Avery Johnson, the only sophomore on this year's varsity squad. And Jerseyville trying to get it over on this last hit, and they barely do. A little sinking spinner, and trying her might over there was Avery Johnson to dig that one out of there, but she just couldn't, and we're tied at 1.
And that's what it takes. You can't give up. You just got to keep moving, keep pushing.
So 1-1, and back to serve now for Jerseyville is Lauren Turpin, a 5'9" junior outside hitter, and she lobs one all the way into the back and a little bit too far. Nice job there by Aubrey Johnson to let that go.
And I can notice right away that they're really good at communicating.
Oh, that's key.
And that's what's going to win these games.
All right, we get our first look at the senior, Talisha Gilmore, who not only excels at volleyball, but she has already set multiple records as a basketball player for the Lady Kahawks. Carson Mode serves it up. She's probably the best server on the team. And Collinsville goes back to work offensively. Shoved over to the far side and then spun off of a hand. Continues to spin. And I don't know about you, man, but those are the toughest to handle. The spinning ball in midair, you have no idea where it's going to go.
Oh, yeah. But if you know what you're doing, you can handle it.
Collinsville up 3-1. Here is Carson Mode, who had a A lot of serves last year, 115 to be exact. And Jerseyville goes back to work. That one's going to be out of bounds right into the referee on the ladder. And Collinsville goes up 4-1.
I definitely have my eye on number 22. Talisha?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's exciting to watch.
That's why I was shocked that they had 0 blocks the other night versus Glenwood. I would have thought that she would have at least handled a couple of those.
Oh, yeah.
Into the back it goes. Carson Mode gets it up. Talisha Gilmore didn't get a chance to get to that one. She was waiting for the setup that never happened. Nice job by Jerseyville punching it over. Bill Gilmore gets a block there. And going back to work, and another block opportunity, but that one's over Gilmore. They got the right idea to put it over her hands. Gilmore, though, with the kill. Nicely done by Talisha Gilmore.
Beautiful hit.
5-1 in favor of Collinsville. And Carson Mode continues to serve. She's been back there for a while. It's nice when you're serving and you get back there and get on those little bit of runs.
Yes, definitely. You can lock in and make the plays.
That was almost a tough one to handle, too. One arm punch over by Jerseyville, and now over onto the far side. Lily Johnson sends it down the line and just past the outstretched arm of Miley Ramirez, the 5'4 junior defensive specialist in Collinsville, now up 6-1, and I'm almost expecting here in just a little bit that somebody's going to call a timeout. Abby Kurth thinking about it. That one's out of bounds. That one kind of got away from Carson Mode, so there's a service error, and that point belongs to Jerseyville, 6-2. As the libero, Aubrey Johnson checks back in. Mode goes back to the bench, and back to serve is the opposing libero, and that is Ari Leslie. Leslie sends a lob shot down the line, picked up by Johnson, and then over to Huckleberry, and across, and there you go. Johnson made him pay for it, and those, when you have a ball that barely hits the top of that net and then comes down, those I think would be the hardest ones to try to defend.
They definitely are, because you're in dangerous territory there with the net.
Oh, and you're in a position waiting for the ball to come to you, and then it changes direction because it hits the net.
Yes. So
Here
you have
is
to be ready for anything.
Zoe Hall, the senior on this year's squad. Didn't see a lot of playing time last year on the varsity level. She got a lot of playing time on the JV level, but we'll see if that pays off. There's another one by Talisha Gilmore. Her second kill since she's been brought into this game.
She's keeping the pressure on.
That she is. 8-2. Collinsville up by 6.
And that's what I love to see. You can't get too comfortable. You got to keep it moving.
All right, another serve coming up here for Zoe Hall. Zoe lobs one into the middle, picked up by Leslie. And a kill try there, saved by Aubrey Johnson, but I think it hit her in the wrong spot on the hands, and it ended up taking a different trajectory and went straight down instead of up.
Yeah, when it hits you up high, there's barely anything that you can do at that point to recover, because then you've lost all your control.
Ella Smith, the senior, goes back to serve, one of 4 seniors on this year's team for Jerseyville. Collinsville up 8-3, looking for more. Into the middle it goes, and picked up there by Johnson. Sent over to the far side for Gilmore, and across the court it goes and out of bounds. And that was unfortunate from one side of the court to the other side of the court. You know what she was trying to do because there was an open spot up there.
She's got a game plan. She's just working on executing it, but I love to see that she's hitting on the outside middle, and I'm assuming she's going to hit right side as well.
Yeah, about the only thing you don't let her do is serve.
Or set.
Yeah. Here's Gilmore. And again with another try. That one's a blistering shot there, but a nice pickup by Leslie. And Collinsville goes back to work. A little bit of a miscommunication there, but Kara Ledbetter gets a hold of it and sends it back across. And a block up front by Gilmore. And Collinsville picks up another point. So 2 kills and 2 blocks for Talisha Gilmore since she's been brought in. And here is Lily Johnson to go back to serve. Lily last year had only 25 serves. So not a lot of a sample size there, but she sent that one over with some authority. Popped way up into the air. Jerseyville will try to get it over, and they do. Another setup coming up on the far side, and a nice job getting that over by Avery Johnson. In the out-of-bounds territory, Jerseyville gets it back. Another block by Gilmore. This one didn't find the spot for a point, though. Another block by Gilmore. Man, she is on fire right now.
She is a great blocker, all-around great player. And I've just watched her for 10 points.
Chris Kettler on the old chat line says hi, and we'll see Chris Kettler at the football game on Friday. Sent over. A little student body cheering section going on here. Some of the football players are in the house since they have had their practices early in the morning due to this heat, so a lot of them are here to take in this game when normally they would just be walking back into the gym from practice. Popped up. Set up, far side. Johnson sends it into the back, and I don't know. That one looked like it might have been going out of bounds, but it doesn't matter because Ramirez touched it.
It was a tip. I like seeing the football guys here as well. That's what the guys did back in '07, and we'd always cheer each other on and help each other.
That's the
weight train together.
That's the way things should go.
Yep.
Jersey trying to get a little momentum here, but they hit that one into their own net, did Hope Butchery. And it's 12-4. I knew there was a timeout coming up here sooner or later, so we'll step aside as well. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke and Jenny Eves along with you, and a service error there by Lily Johnson will give Jerseyville a point. It's 12-5 in favor of Collinsville here in this first set. Remember, it's the first team to win 2 sets. If Collinsville can win both sets, then we'll be done. If not, then we'll have to go to a third and final tie-breaking set. Here, back to serve is Hope Butchery, a 5'10 junior for Jerseyville. Collinsville over to Johnson. And picked up into the middle there by Jerseyville. They'll send it over and find an empty spot right down there in front of Aubrey Johnson.
And you notice Collinsville's not giving any free balls. They are keeping it in control. They're taking their time and setting the play up right.
So the Kahawks still lead by 6. There's another serve. Into the back line it goes. Picked up by Munoz. Sent over here onto the near side to Ledbetter. Ledbetter with a little cross-court action. Nicely done. Talisha Gilmore saved their bacon. And then it's finally sent over by Zoe Hall. And Jerseyville sets it up again. Far side. Picked up by Munoz. And then sent over to Ledbetter. Ledbetter gets it across, but a little bit too far. That's out of bounds. And since the timeout, Jerseyville has rattled off 2 straight points. Actually 3 since the service error started things off. So another serve coming up here for Butchery. And a whistle. And a rotation violation against Collinsville. So there's a freebie for Jerseyville.
But the coach is asking questions, which she should be.
Yeah, Katie's no stranger to this game. She played 3 years varsity here at Collinsville as well. I think she was about 3 or 4 years after you. And it's 12-8 now in favor of Collinsville.
Got to keep it in the family.
Yeah. Popped up into the back. Johnson puts it up into the air and picked up by Hall. Sent over, and a nice job there on the kill by Avery Johnson.
Beautiful outside hit. Outside hitters are so beautiful and majestic.
Is that what you were?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I was not
No,
majestic.
you were,
I was long and lanky, and I still am.
Right side hitter in 06 and a middle hitter in 07, right? That's what it said on the roster.
I would do middle and right, but they'd always put me in middle.
Yeah.
Me and Michelle would split middle.
That's a tandem right there.
Yeah.
Blocked up front, kept alive by Collinsville. Nicely done over there by Johnson. She sends it across. Leslie falling down, saves it, and then 2 players collide with each other, and the ball goes spinning off of one of them and out of bounds. So Collinsville getting a couple of those points back. Kahawks lead 14-8.
Going back to communication again.
Yeah. You got to talk. I got it. That means you step off.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you have to be loud.
Yeah. All right, 14-8, and back to serve for Collinsville is Aubrey Johnson. Aubrey sends one over to the far side. Picked up over there and right in front of the head coach. They'll send it on over and a little one-hand jab. And now set up time. Hall, far side. Johnson across the way. Leslie was over there in the right spot at the right time. and then sent over. Partial block up front by Ledbetter. And then Collinsville back to work, and Johnson gets that one blocked but keeps it alive. But we're going to have, I'm not sure of the hand signals. What does that mean?
I missed it. I was looking at the players.
Yeah. I'm not really I'm still, like, for all these years of doing volleyball, I'm still not quite familiar with the hand signals by the referees. 14-9. Collinsville has the lead. Server all the way back, very deep. It's that running start. Sends a knuckleball over, but too far out of bounds. I would imagine those knuckleballs are really hard to handle as well when they come to you.
Yes, especially when they got the turn in really fast. That's dangerous.
15-9 in favor of Collinsville as Alyssa Huckleberry comes into the game to go back to serve. Her older sister, Melena, used to play volleyball with my daughter on the Holy Cross team back in the 6th grade, I think it was, 5th or 6th grade.
Oh, wow.
Out of bounds by Collinsville, so 15-10.
I played for Holy Cross as well.
Yeah. Addison played for a couple of years and then didn't anymore. Did volleyball and basketball. Back to serve. Here is Adrian Balaza, 5'4" junior for Jerseyville. Collinsville up 15-10. First one to 25 wins, and you have to win by 2 points or more. On the far side, Skirtich gets it across. Little lob shot. Here is Leslie setting it up on the near side. Sent back over into the far corner. Johnson in the middle. Huckleberry mowed and mowed.
Mowed down.
Mowed him down. 16-10 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Avery Johnson, sophomore, ready to serve it up here for the Lady Kahawks. Nice line drive down the near side sideline, and a little miscommunication there, and that cost Jerseyville another point.
If you think somebody else is going to get it, you got to back off and let them know immediately. That could be the difference in the whole game.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's the deer in the headlights effect, man. All of a sudden, everybody freezes and watches the ball, and nobody's touching it. Into the back line it goes. Taken care of by Jerseyville and sent over to the near sideline. Into the back it goes. Johnson takes care of it. Huckleberry to Mode. Mode into the corner, but too far.
I just keep coming back. They got great control. They're not moving, super crazy and getting too hyped up. They're maintaining their calmness and executing the plays really well.
All right, another serve coming up. And Miley Ramirez taking care of this serve, and that one barely makes it over the net. Johnson picks it up. Huckleberry didn't get it up front, and that's a little bit too hard of a hit there by Avery Johnson.
She had to put those guns away on that one,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Got Aubrey, Avery, Johnson, and a Lily. And apparently there is another Johnson that's playing on the JV team, so I could have 4 at some point this year. Here is Mode. Little spinner over there, and Mode again gets a couple of points out of the deal. Carson Mode, of course, also plays basketball with Talisha. Carson also plays softball, so she's involved in winter sport, fall sport, and a spring sport.
Wow.
And picked up into the back. Jerseyville trying to set it up front, and just barely popped over, trying to find that empty spot in the middle of the floor. And Aubrey Johnson, again, she ate her Wheaties today to Avery Johnson. That's a couple of times now that she's knocked one out of bounds.
Now, I don't know if Katie, the head coach, does exercises with quarters, but they make us put quarters on our elbow, and that's how he would get that slap down real well.
Oh, okay, I got you. There's a partial block up front, but it finds pay dirt off of the hands of Lily Johnson. And Collinsville almost to that magical number of 20. It's always nice to get 20 points first because then you only need 5 more to win.
Math.
Fun stuff, isn't it?
Something that I know nothing about.
I could not stand math.
I'm more of the English.
I was not a math guy.
No.
Zoe Hall backs to serve. U.S. history was my favorite subject. Still is. Over to the far sideline it goes. It stays over there. Then it gets pushed back to the middle. And then a nice job there by Johnson. Now Hall sends it over to the other Johnson. And Leslie takes control of it, sends it across, rolls across the net. Nice job by Collinsville to keep that one alive. Zoe Hall behind her to Ledbetter, and Ledbetter just mishit that one. That's all there was to that one.
And it's very important and also hard to do to get that timing right. When you jump, when your hand hit, it's very complicated. So for all those things to fall in line, to get that good hit or set or whatever it is, it's difficult. But I see him trying.
Yeah, well, it all depends on the angle of your hand too, because you hit it one way, or it's going to go off your hand that way or that way.
If it's cupped, if it's flat.
Right. Or
a lot of different factors.
Yeah. I know some girls like to use a fist sometimes too.
That was always a little bit sketchy for me. It seemed like I didn't have enough control.
Uh-oh. Little miscommunication back there because both Johnson and Hall went for that ball at the same time, and that one ended up going into the Kahok bench. 19-15. Collinsville still with a 4-point lead. And the service belongs to Jerseyville and Ella Smith, one of 4 seniors on the squad this year for Jersey. Picked up, and Zoe Hall sets it up for Gilmore. Gilmore sends it across, almost found that empty spot on the floor, right in the middle. It's funny how the middle of the floor always has an empty spot. Back behind, Ledbetter. Oh, into the net it goes.
She's got some jumps on her. Kendra Ledbetter?
Yep.
Yep, she's got some jumps for being a petite girl.
Another serve coming up here for Smith. Smith pops it straight up into the air, taken care of by Lily Johnson. And she'll get it right back from a Hall. And Leslie kind of was in the right spot at the right time after they went through 2 girls up front. A little tap over with some fingers by Johnson. Leslie again sets it up, blocked by Gilmore. Her 5th block of this game. And Collinsville hits that 20-point mark first. It's 20-16. Now bring it on home, girls.
And I believe that she's going to be the one to do it with the help of her teammates.
Lily Johnson will go back to serve.
And that's what we did for Michelle. We just set her up and we gave her the ball.
I don't blame you there. Sounds like a good game plan.
Yep.
Across the court it goes, and a nice try on the attempted dig by Lily Johnson, but couldn't quite get there in time. 20-17, Collinsville up by 3. Back to serve, that would be Hope Butchery. First, we're on a little exchange of players going on here, and there is
a little flip-flop.
There is number 21. You talked about her in the pregame warm-ups, and I don't have a number 21 on my roster. So we'll have to find out who number 21 is and add her onto the varsity roster at some point.
Maybe she is making a special appearance from JV.
Could be. It happens sometimes. Serve. Into the back line it goes. Munez pops it up front. Gilmore with another kill opportunity, and it's in.
And if it was out, she tipped it, so
yeah.
Either way.
5 blocks and 3 kills for Gilmore so far here in this first set. 21-17. Collinsville 4 points away from wrapping up a first set victory. Back to serve for Collinsville is Aubrey Johnson. Carson Mode checks into the game. She'll take the place of Gilmore. And Aubrey sends one right down the middle. Leslie picks it up. Sends it over to the far side off of a partial block, and then it took a different direction than
when you're expecting the ball to go one way and it goes the completely other. You try your best, but what can you do?
Trapped Addie Munez in her tracks, and Collinsville would like to take a timeout. So we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
And back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Jenny Eves with you while we were gone. Jerseyville served it right into the net, so Collinsville gets another point. It's 22-18 as Alyssa Huckleberry will come back to serve for the Kahawks.
This is what they need right here.
How about a first ace of the game? Popped up into the air. Leslie gets that spinning ball, sends it over, and from a long way, Jerseyville gets it over. Johnson, and now Mode has to use both hands to get that one across. Shoved across with a one-hander by Avery Johnson, and it finds a spot on the floor. And Collinsville 2 points away from taking this first set.
That was just a tip rally. They did nothing but tip in there.
Sometimes all you need is a little luck, too.
Yep. A little finesse.
Yeah. Alyssa Huckleberry back to serve up again for Collinsville. Down the middle it goes, sent over to the far sideline. Saved and sent right back into the middle, and then into the net. A spinning ball off of the hands of Lauren Turpin. And Collinsville at set point. One more point, and the Kahawks can wrap up set number 1 here. This would be a good time for an ace. How about an ace to win?
That would be amazing.
Huckleberry. Leslie pops that one up almost at the bottom of the scoreboard above the center court area. Back into the back it goes for Johnson. And Huckleberry setting up Mode. Mode takes care of it, and that's it. Collinsville wins the first set 25-18. And we will take a timeout. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Set number 2 getting ready to come your way on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke, Jenny Eves over on the other microphone.
I got to tell you, being back in this high school after this long, it's almost like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, you graduated in 08. That was a while ago.
07.
07, yeah. We were talking off the air before we even started doing this, and I'm like, man, I graduated in 1981. 14 years ago was the first time I stepped foot back in this school just to do this Kahok Sports Network stuff, and I was like, wow, the memories.
Yeah. It's the memories flooding back.
Yeah, well, I went to my first 2 years of high school at the old campus over on Vandalia. And then I look up there on the wall and see the old thing that used to be at center court at that gymnasium, and that brought back memories as soon as I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving that they have it up on the wall.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, Alyssa Huckleberry gets us started here in set number 2. Collinsville won the first set 25-18. And Collinsville trying, ooh, that one's barely in. Trying to get the straight sweep of the night from Jerseyville. Freshmen already won 2 sets to none, excuse me. JV won 2 sets to none. Varsity already took the first set, so trying to get that 6-0 sweep going on here. Those are rare.
It is rare, but I don't doubt him.
Here is Blaza serving it up for Jerseyville, taken care of by Johnson. Set up by Huckleberry to Mode, and Mode hits it just a little bit too far.
That might have been a little tip.
Yeah.
But
no instant replay.
I have bad vision.
No instant replay. You were watching the Olympics volleyball just to kind of get an idea of what's going on the color commentary side of things. And yeah, how'd you like that instant replay stuff they had going on?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I would love that if I was in high school and, can practice off of that and get better.
Team challenge and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jersey trying to get it across. Leslie sets it up over here on the near side, and Turpin got it across. Nice save by Johnson. Mode with another kill try. This one's going to go all the way back, but a nice save on the running with her back to the net by Grace Russell. And then a partial block up front, but kept alive. And now Johnson sends it over. A little spinning ball. Jersey picks it up. And another nice block there. That one, I believe, was by Skirtich. That was awesome block. Collinsville keeping the ball alive. This is a great volley they got going on here. Oh! Big block by Meredith Gray right into the empty spot, just as I believe that was Skirtich that was going backwards across the line after she touched the ball.
That was a wild rally.
It sure was. 3-0 in favor of Jerseyville, though. That part we don't really care for.
I got to tell you, Jerseyville, they hung in there. They were over in the bleachers getting that ball.
Yeah, they were. That was a good, solid effort. A little shot over on the second try by Collinsville. And
little sneaky.
Yeah, okay, there's a ball that's popped up, sent across, and taken care of by Collinsville. Set up for Johnson. Johnson down the line, and Collinsville gets their first point here in set number 2, and the Kahawks trail 3-1.
They for sure got the strength, and they got the speed.
Lily Johnson checks back into the contest. Going back to serve is Avery Johnson. Johnson girls got all categories covered. Got a sophomore, a junior, and a senior.
Triple J.
Triple J. Johnson, Johnson, and Johnson Law Firm. Huckleberry pops it up over to one of the Johnson girls. Nice job on the dig over there by Jerseyville. That one got sent across on that dig. And then partially blocked, and trying to keep it alive with her legs was Avery Johnson, but the point belongs to Jersey, and Collinsville trails 4-1.
Too bad the hits off the leg don't count.
If it pops up in the air off a body part, it's still alive, but it unfortunately went under the net, so you can't recover from that. Here is Lauren Turpin. Turpin sends it across, picked up by Johnson. Huckleberry sets it up behind her for Mode. Mode gets it across, little two-hand touch. Back over here to the near side for Jerseyville. Into the middle it goes. Johnson picks it up. Huckleberry sets it up this time for Skirtich. Skirtich gets it across. And now Jersey goes back to work. Here is a try by Buttrey. She gets it across. Back over. Buttrey trying to send it down. And
called a lift.
What is it?
It's a lift.
Okay.
That means
so this is a lift and this is a palm.
Her palms hit the ball.
Okay.
Instead of just her tips.
Gotcha. 5-1 in favor of Jersey. Another serve coming up here for Turpin.
They're making it kind of easy with all these free balls they're giving us.
Yeah. At some point, Collinsville will get on their own roll here.
Yeah.
That's out of bounds. That helps. Those service errors, man, those are the one things that coaches hate the most.
It surely is, and you will spend the rest of the day, the next day, only serving until your arm falls off.
Yeah. Well, I hope your arm doesn't fall off, but I understand where you're coming from. Here is Carson Mode back to serve for Collinsville, and that one goes into the net. So back-to-back service errors, one by each team. Did I mention coaches hate that?
Don't mention it again.
I won't. If you're going to lose a point, you want to work at losing the point, not
give it away.
Give it away, yeah. 6-2, Collinsville trails by 4. Picked up into the middle by Johnson. Sent over to one of the other Johnsons and popped all the way up into the back. And Leslie with a face plant back
She
there.
Hail Married.
She
And
tripped over the K in the word Kahawks on her way down. And Collinsville has cut the lead in half now, 6-3. Jersey still out front.
great effort by all these ladies.
Oh, yeah.
They've been putting their all into this game.
6-3. Back to serve, Zoe Hall. Zoe sends one over. Trying to set it up and that one's out of bounds. Whoa, they say that was partially tipped.
I believe it was.
Yeah, 7-3. Gave the point to Jersey.
The fan section is visibly upset.
Yes. Football players over there booing.
You win some, you lose some. You
Yeah.
just got to try again the next play and don't let that mistake happen again.
7-3. Lady Panthers up by 4. Here is Ella Smith. Pops it straight up into the air. Taken care of by Johnson. Hall setting it up for Gilmore. Gilmore, nicely done there.
When Gilmore comes up to the net, you can see them girls kind of are scared of her on the other side.
Yeah.
But that's what I love doing.
Yeah. I would be too.
I broke my nose in 06. Part of the reason I didn't play a lot. And I would go up there with black eyes and just have the best time and just intimidate them.
Had that raccoon look going on.
The raccoon, yeah.
7-5 after that serve. Went off one of the young ladies for Jerseyville and went all the way back, almost up into the balcony. Not quite that far, but it did hit the wall. And another serve coming up here for Lily Johnson, and into the net it goes. Got to stop these service errors.
I definitely agree. That's one where it can make or break you. It's a very important aspect of the game.
Addie Munoz will come in for Lily Johnson. So an exchange of juniors for Coach Cease and her squad. And back to serve for Jersey is Grace Russell. Pops it up into the middle, taken care of there by Aubrey Johnson. And now sent across. And Leslie, near side, Turpin, sends it over. Set up, Hall, far side, Johnson, down it goes, and oh boy, nice save over there in front of the bench. Oh, and then Turpin just kind of misjudged it in midair and missed it. Had a chance to get it over there, and she wasn't too far away from the net. Could have done so, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if she slipped or she just misread the pop fly.
It could have been anything, but Hall is definitely coming through with the sets. She tricked me.
Yeah, and that's an out of bounder, and Collinsville gets all the way back to within 1 point now. After being down by 4 earlier, it's now 8-7 in favor of Jersey. And back to serve here is Aubrey Johnson. Johnson sends it over, and that one's just barely out of bounds. But that's the third service error here in this second set for Collinsville. A couple of nets and a couple too far, or one too far. 9-7 though, game is still very much within reach.
If I had to predict, they were up in the first game. They're kind of hitting a plateau right now, but they're going to come back with a vengeance here in a minute.
Here's Johnson, far side. Nice pickup in the middle there by Jersey. Moved up front, kill shot, good.
Great
Jersey.
effort.
Yeah.
Great effort by Hall.
She went for the diving stop, but just couldn't quite get there. And Cameron Drainer back to serve up once again here for Jersey.
With the jump serve.
Lady Panthers back up by 3 after Collinsville got it back to within 1. Line drive shot, a little miscommunication there between Munoz and Johnson. One thought the other one was going to go.
Some of those serves, they will wiggle through the air and you don't know which way they're going to actually land. They'll hook. It's almost like a baseball pitch.
Yeah, it's a knuckleball.
Yeah.
Those ones that wiggle and there's hardly any rotation on the ball. It just kind of moves back and forth. Another serve coming up here for Drainer, and that one's into the net.
She's got a great jump serve. She just needs to hone in on it just a bit more.
So Drainer just came in to serve. She goes back out as the libero Leslie comes back in. 11-8. Lady Panthers lead. And back to serve now for Collinsville is Huckleberry. Alyssa serves it. A little downward spin to that one. Leslie pops it up into the air, and Jersey gets it across. Here is Huckleberry on the other side. Picked up by Munoz, over to Johnson. A little tap in. Thought she was going to tap it a little farther than that because there was an empty spot on that far side sideline. Popped up in the air. Huckleberry saves it. Mode, sends it into the net with her back to the net. And it's 12-8 now in favor of Jersey.
You get in some tricky spots sometimes, and you just got to do the best you can and pray for the best.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Here is Adrian Blaza back to serve now for Jersey. Sends it over here to this near side corner. Huckleberry for Mode. Mode sends it down the line. Nice save over there by Jersey. Back over here to Turpin. Back line for Johnson. Huckleberry sets it back up for the other Johnson. Nice dig over there in the middle of the floor by Jersey, and then it goes out of bounds off of Munoz. And it's 13-8 now in favor of Jersey.
They got to keep this momentum up with the positive energy and the communication.
Timeout called by Coach Cease and the Kahawks. We'll step aside as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Once again, we welcome you back here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke, Jenny Eves along with you. 13-8, up by 5 are the Lady Panthers, and they have the serve. And once again, here is Adrian Blaza. Blaza sends it over here to the near sideline, taken care of by Johnson. Gets it right back, set back up to her by Huckleberry, and Collinsville gets the point. Sometimes those timeouts work wonders.
That's all you need sometimes. A little boost, a little reset.
A little
Dial
encouragement.
Yeah, you got to dial it back in.
All
Focus.
Right. Avery Johnson now ready to serve for Collinsville. Sent into the back. Taken care of there. Moved up front and over to the far side. And that one's not going to make it over. That's the fourth hit. You're only allowed 3.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think she was trying to fool everybody. I was paying attention.
Hey, I would run the ball until they blow that whistle.
Yep. Another serve from Avery Johnson coming up. Down the near sideline it goes. Over to the far side on the first hit. And that was kind of off the forearm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a double hit. I think it hit her in the arm and then hit her in the hand. And Collinsville climbing back closer to this thing, now down by just 2. Another serve coming up here for Avery Johnson. Johnson sends it down the line and out of bounds. All that momentum and then a service error.
Yeah, that's tough to see.
14-11. Jersey has the 3-point lead back. Jersey makes a couple of substitutions. Coming off the bench to serve is Miley Ramirez.
They got to keep that momentum up. They got to keep talking.
Popped up in the middle, and that one was sinking as it was traveling, and trying to get there was Aubrey Johnson, but she just couldn't. 15-11. Another serve.
To judge.
Another serve coming up for Ramirez. Same spot. Not as much sink to it this time. Huckleberry sets it up behind her for Mode. Mode does a little double-handed tap over. And a partial block up front, but it landed on the wrong side. Mode had the right idea, just didn't execute fully and came down on the wrong side of the net.
It's really important to remain calm, even when you're getting frustrated with yourself. Because that's when errors start being made.
Yep, Collinsville now trailing by 5. Popped up by Johnson. Huckleberry sets it up on the far side. Johnson sends it over, and a little miss hit there by Ramirez will give Collinsville a point back, and the Kahawks are back to within 4. Felicia Gilmore checks back into the game. Aubrey Johnson heads to the bench, and back to serve is Carson Mode.
Great hits coming out of the outside.
Mode sends it right down the middle, taken care of by Leslie. A little spinning ball. That was hard to track down there for Jerseyville. Huckleberry sets it up for Gilmore. Gilmore with a kill shot off the top of the net, but it still worked. And Collinsville back to within 3. Mode back to serve again. Right down the middle, and Leslie will get the second hit. I think she got stepped in front of on the first try. Huckleberry pops it up. Johnson over to Johnson. Down the line, and that one hit the pole, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. You hit the little
bit
candy.
too outside.
You hit the little candy cane stripe, and that's out of bounds.
Never heard it called that before.
I call it that all the time. Little candy cane stick. So 17-13. This game's getting kind of late here. There is Johnson. Huckleberry setting it up over on the far side, and Johnson was at a tough angle there and didn't have a lot of room in which to get it over.
Yeah, in those situations, it's hard not to get into a lift, or you got to have your body in the right spot, and when it's just not, it's not there.
That's why those setters are so important. It's their job to set it up. There's a spinning ball. Collinsville saves it. Huckleberry gets it over. Leslie gets the first touch over on the far side. Now over to the near side. Partial block by Skirtich, but
the hesitation.
Well, 19-13. So
it's tricky to keep up that communication throughout the entire game, even when you get when you're losing and you're feeling frustrated at yourself. It's tough to open your mouth because you're in your head so much.
Very true. All right, timeout on the floor taken by Collinsville. We'll be back in just 30 seconds here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke and Jenny Eves with you. And Jersey up 19-13. Looking to extend this to a third and final set. Gilmore with a kill. And Collinsville says not so fast.
Coming in with the ringer.
Yeah, 19-14.
Although, I've been waiting for the ringer this whole time.
Yeah. All right, Zoe Hall will come in to serve. Collinsville trails by 5, getting kind of late here in this second set. Collinsville needs to mount one whale of a comeback here unless they want to play a third set.
They surely do.
And that's a good start right there.
Yep.
A little spin off of the serve by Hall. And the Cahoks back to within 4. Do that again, Zoe.
The two words that come to my head right now are strength and speed. Strength and speed. They got it. They can do this.
Hall pops one up. Leslie takes care of it back into the back and set up over on the near side, but into the net off of the hands of Kelsey Belcher. And I think Mo has switched teams here all of a sudden. Momentum's a funny thing.
That is true.
19-16, Panthers, 3-point lead. Collinsville trying to come all the way back. Served by Hall. That one's going out of bounds. I think she was trying to serve that to Jersey's head coach.
Yeah, she was targeting somebody.
A little closer there. You're good. 20-16, so Jersey gets to that 20-point plateau first, but it's still a close game.
Yeah, they're still in it. They can come back. They still got some time.
Here is Ella Smith with a serve, taken care of into the middle by Johnson. She gets it back and sends it over. And now Leslie will set it up over here on the near side. Down the middle, but not very far it goes. And then set up for Lily Johnson and pop back up in the air. And another point for Collinsville. Kahok's back to within 3.
That was a great rally. Little substitution going on.
Back into the game is Addison Munoz. Her dad is Joe Munoz, who is the athletic director at Belleville West High School. Sends it over. I don't know. Don't ask me. How's that work? I don't know. Because they live in Collinsville, but he works in Belleville.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
We'll forgive him then.
Down the line he goes. Yeah, he won back-to-back state championships for the boys basketball team.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely forgiven.
Yeah, he's kind of royalty in that neck of the woods. Nice job there. Collinsville gets another point.
They're getting a little bit lucky right now.
Yeah, they are. And sometimes that's all you need. A little skill and a little luck will carry you a long way. Collinsville all the way back to within 2. Munoz ready to serving up another one. That one's down the line.
Oh, that
and
one's in. That was in. That was in.
He doesn't know.
Nope, that's in.
You know, oh, they're going to give it to Collinsville.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. That's too far away for me to see. Especially the way the lights hit off of the floor. I can't even see the gray tape back there at all. Timeout taken now by Jersey. We'll step aside again, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Another serve by Eddie Munoz coming up. Collinsville back to within 1 point. They send the ball over. Gilmore tried the one-hand slam, but hit the top of the net instead. 21-19 in favor of Jerseyville. I know that you have to get going to Washers because you got a playoff game tonight.
I sure do.
Yeah, so I'm sure you're going to want to stay till the end of this set, though. You're going to try, I know. 6:43. I know. It's only Caseyville VFW is right down the road.
Yeah, I can get there in a couple minutes.
Yeah. My team has a bye this week because we finished in the top 4, so I'm not in a rush, but I still want to get there. I'm not rubbing it in. I'm just explaining.
I'm second to last.
I wouldn't do that, I know. You're not last.
Very true.
Top 4 teams got a bye week, and we finished in 4th. There's another point for Collinsville. 21-20.
They're coming back. But then they take out Gilmore.
Yep. Gilmore goes out. Mode comes back in. 21-20. Back to serve. It is Aubrey Johnson for Collinsville.
Great
And
serve.
into the back. Leslie pops it up. Sent over onto the far side for Turpin. And then Collinsville back to set it up. Over for Johnson. Far side off a partial block. And Collinsville gets another point. We're tied at 21.
Avery Johnson is giving me everything I need for the outside hitter.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Here is Aubrey Johnson. Back to serve. Into the middle. Leslie picks it up once again and moved over again for Turpin. And partial block over there, but couldn't finish. And Jersey back out front by 1, 22-21.
That was a little sneaky there. Sneaky tip.
There is Cameron Drainer, who will come back in to serve now for Jersey.
Let's see if her jump shot's here. Or jump serve.
And over to the far side. That was going to go out of bounds.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was. And a double hit there. Collinsville gets the point. Now we're tied at 22.
The momentum is back up.
Whew.
Stressing me out.
Mo can't figure out which side to play on right now. 22-22. Alyssa Huckleberry coming into the game. We haven't had an ace all night long by either team. This would be a good time to start.
I agree.
Huckleberry sends one down the line. Leslie picks it up, and it stays over there on the far side. Punched across. Huckleberry first touches it, and Collinsville kept it alive, thankfully, because There was a little confusion going on there.
Nobody
And
was
now
talking.
Jersey, Huckleberry, Johnson, over to Johnson. Down off of a spin. Collinsville has their first lead of this game.
Better late than never.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside for just a quick 30-second break. We don't want to take too long this time. And we'll be back with more after this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We've got a great second set going on here. Collinsville has come back from 4 5-point deficits. And now Collinsville has a lead at 23-22, trying to close this out in a 2-set sweep. Here is Turpin, sends it over. Nice save by Huckleberry. Johnson got there, and no, can't finish it. Nice try on all 3 efforts by the Kahawks. Olivia Skirtish just was not in a good spot to try to get that over.
She tried her best, though.
23-23. Remember, have to win by 2. And back to serve. Here is Adrian Blaza.
The girls are in good spirits. They were just out there dancing.
Yeah. Johnson, Huckleberry sets it up far side for Skirtich, partially blocked. Nice job on the save. Now if Collinsville can get it over the net, nicely done.
Wow.
That's a whale of a play there. Into the middle it goes. Huckleberry stretches out and saves it. Set up. Johnson sends it over. Jersey sets it back up over on the near side for Turpin. Partial block up front. And Huckleberry keeps it alive. And Johnson sends it over off the top of the net. Turpin stays with it. Nice job there. Leslie back to Turpin. Off the top of the net, all the way into the back. And Aubrey Johnson could not get there in time. And the Panthers have a 24-23 lead.
They're fighting for it.
That they are.
They're not giving up easy on this one.
Another serve coming up here for Blaza. Collinsville needs the point to keep this set alive. Sent across, picked up by Johnson. Huckleberry sets it right back up for her. And then a nice save over there by Jersey. And they have to get it off. They do. Aubrey Johnson in the back. Huckleberry for Mode. Mode sends it across. Leslie takes care of it. Here's the final hit. And that one gets across by Jersey. Huckleberry sets it up. Johnson knocks it across. And we're tied at 24.
Nope.
No?
Oh.
Yeah, they are.
That was a little chaotic there.
Man, you're not kidding.
I will say the tip, if they could, instead of tip the ball, get those hits, especially at the end of the game, we need those hits and just power it down on them.
Back to serve for Collinsville is Avery Johnson. Avery sends it over. Over to the far side it goes and kept alive there when it looked like it was going to go out of bounds. That one's gone. Too many hits there for Jersey. 25-24, so now Collinsville playing for match point.
My number was 11 when I played, so maybe this is some luck here.
There you go. We'll take every advantage we can get. Down it goes. Back across it goes on the dig. Huckleberry sets it up for Skirtich, and she hits it into the net.
A little bit of timing issues there.
Yep. So 25-25. This one is not over yet. Back to serve is Lauren Turpin. Turpin's had a pretty good game over there for Jersey as well.
Oh, yeah. There's some great players, some great diggers over there, too.
Huckleberry sets it up for Mode. Back into the back it goes. Leslie takes care of it and then hints it to the sideline. And we're going to have a under the net violation.
Sure, her foot went under the net.
Yep. 26-25. Collinsville back to match point once again. Carson Mode to serve. Carson had a couple of aces the other night.
Gilmore back in.
Gilmore's back in as well.
Come to shut it down.
Mode, ready to serve. Sends over a screamer. Over to the far side it goes. Jersey gets it across. Mode takes care of the first hit. Huckleberry sets it up for Gilmore. Didn't get it up in the right spot, but that doesn't matter. Collinsville comes all the way back and wins this one by a final score of 25-27. Kahawks get the 2-set sweep on all 3 levels tonight. That was a lovely win.
What a night. Great playing by all the girls volleyball. I love to see it.
I know you do. I know you were
do.
excited to be here. So what did you think of your first time doing this?
Oh, I think it's great. I feel like I'm back in high school all over again.
All right. Well, there you go. All right. I know you got to go.
I do.
So thank you very much for spending time with us. We'll see
you.
you at the next game that we do.
Yes, we definitely will.
We will have fun all year, and then we'll keep it going for the boys' season in the spring.
Sounds good to me.
Deal?
Deal.
All right. See you at the Caseyville VFW in just a moment.
All righty. Bye-bye,
All right.
guys.
That is Jenny Eves. My name is Todd Duke, and now it is time for us to transition to the post-game show brought to you by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great service served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call in for carryout orders. LC's Pub, 618-855-9007. 2-set sweep by Collinsville. We're back to talk all about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the Kahok Sports Network. And the reason that you are looking at my logo instead of the gymnasium floor here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I am going to throw Eric Anderson under the bus. He turned off the huddle camera on me by accident. He wasn't thinking. He was just, doing his thing, and we're in the early season mode, so we got to get used to everything all over again. But nevertheless, we are still on the air. So, Collinsville wins this one tonight, 25-18 first set, in a scintillating second set comeback victory of 27-25. And joining us on the other microphone is Talisha Gilmore, the senior middle hitter for Collinsville. First of all, Talisha, congratulations. How much fun was that for you guys?
It was amazing. I loved every moment of it.
Man, okay, so talk to me about this. I mean, we'll forget about the first set, 25-18. That was a nice win by you guys. But this second set, man, Jerseyville, they came out on a mission, and they had you guys trailing early and often in that contest. You guys, I don't think, tied it up until it was 21-21. Then you had your first lead at 23-22. So walk me through that point on. 23-22, you guys get your first lead. Tell me about everything that took place after that.
We started getting our energy up more. That's all we needed. It's just more of confidence with everybody. They started having their confidence back up, and that's all that matters. And as long as they have fun out there, because I have fun with them.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
You look like you're having fun. You guys are all dancing around and stuff and smiling and patting each other on the back. Yeah. I like to see that kind of stuff. All right, so I have unofficial stats because I try to keep my own stats, but I get excited too. So sometimes I might forget to write things down. But I had you at 6 kills and 5 blocks, and right when you came into the game on that the first set, the first time you came into the game. I think, if my memory serves me correctly, you guys didn't have any blocks versus Glenwood on Monday. So those were the first blocks of the year. And then, not only that, you had like 3 in a row.
Yeah, it felt amazing.
Yeah. Tell me, how do you work on blocks? How do you work on that?
I just watch the ball, and then I judge it off the setter's hands.
Yeah. We were talking about that, me and my broadcast partner up here, Jenny Eves, and the job of a setter is so important. Tell me, how much time do you guys spend on setting each other up?
We spend a lot of time on it. I mean, it's there, and we know it's there. We just have to work on it more, but we got it.
All right. Thanks for the visit. I appreciate it. Good luck tomorrow in Highland.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that is Talisha Gilmore. We thank her for coming up and visiting with us here on the LC's Pub post-game show. That is going to do it for us here tonight. As I mentioned, the Lady Cahoks are back in action on their first road trip of the year as they go to Highland to play the Lady Bulldogs tomorrow night. Our next broadcast is going to come to you Friday night, at least we are hoping so. Right now, weather forecasters calling for showers and thunderstorms developing Friday afternoon and into Friday evening, so we'll see how everything plays out, and hopefully we'll have our first football game of the year for you on time this year. Last year we had the heat that moved everything to the next day, Saturday, and then when Saturday came around, we had major storms that moved in and delayed everything for about 3 hours. So we are hoping that everything will be good for Friday. Another big thank you to Coach Katie Cease joining us on the pregame show, and a big thank you to my newest colleague, Jenny Eves, for joining us on the other microphone, and another thank you to Talisha Gilmore joining us on the post-game interview. My name is Todd Duke, and until Friday, everyone have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday.